Today I continue building my dream ultimate gaming table with a center console that rises automatically at the push of a button. Last week I wrapped up the foundation and the actual tabletop part of this gaming table build, which included cubby holes with phone chargers built into them, as well as cup holders on the corners. And this week I'm working on the center console. I decided to go with a hexagon for the design because there's about 6 of my friends that get together and play D&D or other tabletop games, so the hexagon made the most sense to me. For the center console, I wanted to use some of this really beautiful cherry wood that I had laying around. It was old and rough cut, so it required a lot of planing. So this week began with planing the wood down, getting rid of that rough exterior to reveal some really beautiful wood grain on the inside. Thankfully, my good friend Ben came by and gave me a hand. He was able to plane down most of the wood while I took those boards and worked on making a straight edge out of them. After picking the layout that I liked, I got to gluing up these pieces, and for this glue up, my clamps are not very big, so I did 3 smaller glue ups that I would then piece together. And for this, I'm using just some regular wood glue and putting some clamps on them overnight. I had some trouble keeping the boards straight, and I didn't want them to dry in a weird angle, so I used a 2x4 on the top and just clamp that down onto the table. While that was drying, I got started on creating some trim pieces for the console. After cutting out the side pieces with the cherry, I found some scrap pieces of wood to join all the corners together, and I pre-drilled some holes using a thin drill bit before using some wood screws to join them all together. Pre-drilling beforehand helps keep the wood from splitting. I still had some split on me that I had to go back and change later.
Last November came, nearly took my heart away. But these days, I just can't be bothered. What if I'm the reason? What if I don't ever change? I will meet you there when they finally call my name, my friend. You will see me again, I just don't know when. The only time we ever feel alive is passing by. You gotta work to live, I just might live to work in the end. But these days, I just can't be bothered. What if I'm the reason? What if I don't ever change? I will meet you there when they finally call my name, my friend. You will see me again, I just don't know when.
After cleaning it up a bit, I realized that in order for the center console to rise in the center of this table, I would need to do something with the cords for the phone chargers. So I had to go back and cut out some channels in the wood so that the wires could safely be out of the way.
What if I'm the reason? What if I don't ever change? I will meet you there when they finally call my name, my friend. You will see me again, I just don't know when.
Here's a close-up shot of the situation. Not the prettiest in the world, but it gets the job done. I then installed the center support for a small equipment lift that works really well for this center console. It's a bit slow, as you'll see, but I like the dramatic effect. So that wraps up this week. Thank you so much for following along on this build journey. It's been a lot of work, but I am so excited about the direction of this table. Next, I get to apply some finishing touches. I'll work on the hidden dice trays. I'll apply some trim around the edges of the table and do some cleaning up, some staining. So a lot more good content to come. Please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next week.